I'm Lee Earl, and welcome back to Nuggets. Every single magic trick that we do can be elevated into theater. Let me show you what I mean with one of my favorite pieces. This is from 1980, when I was still doing Pass the Hat shows. Enjoy.
And when he had to have something he could do with the leftovers, he had a lot of leftovers. You see, this was my drinking uncle. I won't say he drank a lot, but he can remember when Johnny Walker couldn't even crawl. Except he took a drink every now and then to steady himself. Sometimes he gets so steady he couldn't move. Anyway, it uses a bottle, a glass, and these two paper tubes. You will notice that this one completely covers both the bottle and the glass. Likewise, this one covers the glass. It too will cover the bottle. You will also notice, ladies and gentlemen, that the bottle and the glass are absolutely empty. As a matter of fact, everything a magician uses is absolutely empty. This is the Midnight Star. This is the National Enquirer. The hat is also empty, but we'll take care of that. Now, at the count of three, I'm going to make bottle, which is over here, trade places with the glass, which is over here, the glass which is here, trade places with the bottle, which is over here. At the count of three, 1, 2, 3, passy, and now the bottle is over here, and the glass is over here. The hardest part is making them go back. Go back, there's the bottle, back there the glasses. You're not going to buy that, are you? Let me try that again. Here's the bottle, here's the glass. 1, 2, wait a minute. I like to read the one ad. Free to large family, German Shepherd dog. Eats anything. Very fond of children. Here's another one. 3 puppies, mixed breed, mother Great Dane, father Chihuahua. Put him up to it. Here's one more right here. It says, wanted to trade 1 life 40 for 2 lives 20. It'll kill him, because he's not wired for 220. 1, 2, 3, and here is the ball, and here is the... You didn't buy that either, did you? I'll do it the hard way. I'll do it visibly. 1, 2, 3, visibly. There goes the bottle. And... Okay, I'll do it invisibly. Here's the bottle. Here's the glass. Here's the magic. 1, 2, 3, and there is the bottle. And there it... I have another glass. Now remember, the glass, by the way, always starts off on your left side. The bottle is on the right. Watch carefully. 1, 2, 3, and there is the bottle, and I have another glass. Remember now that the glass is always on this side. Here it's the bottle on this side. 1, 2, 3, passy, and here is the bottle, and I have another glass. Remember, the glass goes here in the center. It's the bottle which goes on the side. 1, 2, 3, and there is the bottle, and there I have one more glass. Now, at the count of 3, here is the bottle over here on this side. Here is the glass on this side. At the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, and now here is the bottle, and oh no, here is the bottle, and 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 there's the glass. I need a drink.
Well, apologies for the sucky sound in video. Remember, that was recorded in 1980 from a camera set on sticks in the back of the hall. So I had very little control over it, and it was there primarily to show me what I was doing that I might improve. Now, let's talk about theater. You see, George Bernard Shaw, the uh, British, Scots, Irish, I'm not sure, playwright is credited with having said that a play in 3 acts means Act 1, you get the hero up a tree. Act 2, you throw rocks at him. And Act 3, get him down out of the tree. I hope you can see the parallels in that multiplying bottle presentation. Act 1 was the initial part of the presentation that introduced me as a smart-ass magic comedian is what I was. And then once that second bottle shows up, now I begin to be up a tree and the humor is at my expense. It's not just, oops, another bottle, but I have another glass. Now I'm up the tree and more bottles show up and therefore more rocks are being thrown at the performer. Act 3, I finally get myself down out of the tree by producing bottle after bottle, and a lot of those were repeats, mind you, and then ending up with the baby bottle, which I squirted the audience with. Sometimes I would end up with an actual bottle of beer. Sometimes I did even more complex things, but the routine basically stayed the same, except in later years, I put together a table. Oh, okay. Let me back up a little further. A performer never wants to be separated from his props. There are far too many stories out there of lost luggage, and some of the stuff I used simply could not be replaced at any price. So therefore, I took it with me. The problem was, of course, that I had to carry it on board, and underseat stowage was the only place that I could count on. I called every airline, every single one, and asked for their minimum underseat specifications. I took between 1 inch and a half inch off of every dimension, and then I came up with this. Now, this is a photo taken in my hall of this case with which I traveled. Much simpler than the other one, smaller than the other one, but more to the point, it also featured 2 different levels for the bottles so they would show more when I produced them. This is one heck of a trick if you can. There is another similarity besides the George Bernard Shaw's Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. Did you notice the similarity to Mickey Mouse and the brooms in that Sorcerer's Apprentice bit from the movie Fantasia? Same plot, exactly. Magician tries something, gets in over his head, and suddenly he is overcome with challenges from what he's done. I managed to take a standard multiplying bottle piece and elevate it into theater by thinking about it, by asking what my audience was seeing and experiencing at each particular time in the presentation. As a result, the presentation comes across not so much as a trick as a moment, as something memorable, as an enjoyable interlude in the show. And that's what I was after, because in those shows back then, that's when the hat was being passed and when I expected people to be generous. Well, that's all I have. Come on back to Nuggets and see what I dig up next time. I'm